This car's real.
Oh, Jim will know.
Listen, it's real.
It's real!
I'm sorry, this festival is a really big thing around here.
Big isn't the word for it. What?
Oh, nothing. I'm sure this seems pretty silly to you.
No, not at all. Okay. Yes, I admit it. Yes, at first all this seemed a little nutty, but I think I get it now.
I guarantee this, if you love the Andy Griffith Show, you're gonna love Mayberry Man.
You guys, you have a movie theater in this town, right?
Oh, yeah, we got a real nice one down on Main Street.
Yeah.
They did some renovations last year and moved the ladies' room from the second level down to the lobby level. Real classy move.
Okay, that's great, Barney. I got some things I gotta do, so.
Oh, I get it. Well, real nice to meet you there, Chris Stone. And remember, no jaywalking.
It's such a great, feel-good family movie, thing that we need right now in America, really.
We grew up watching that show, and this movie really brought it home as to how much it really is about Americana right now. We loved it.
And I thought the Mayberry Man was one of the greatest films I've seen in a long time, and I would recommend it to anybody.
Mayberry and the show remind us of a time when things were simpler, when folks were friendlier to one another, and just laying back in the grass and looking up and watching the clouds roll across the sky was enough. You see, Mayberry isn't just a place. It's a state of mind.
Everybody, I'm looking at you. If you are watching this right now, you need to go see Mayberry Man. I don't care what age you are, what race you are, what your background is. It doesn't matter. You go see Mayberry Man because it's awesome.
He's one of our savage killers now. That's the greatest thing I've ever saw.
Mayberry Man resonated with me. Everything the show represented, all the good stuff, being a better person because you're from Mayberry. And it's the kind of movie I'd like to see. And the wonderful thing about the story is it involves the people that come to Mayberry Days and sort of become the characters. It puts a smile on my face. They kill, they knock it dead.
And welcome, folks, to a Thursday Night Live. And we got special guests tonight.
Oh, it is Thursday. Wow, I lost a day.
Yeah. Special guest Chris Bauman, who is Gomer. And coming from another dimension, I think.
Yeah, but Thursday,
he is a little delay. He's in Moscow.
Beamed in from satellite. Thanks for joining us. We got a few interesting things to share tonight. We're going to show you some clips from the rough cut of the series, hot off the presses. We've got a blooper update. So last time we were together, we shared some outtakes from the latest shoot in Indianapolis. So we got a little update on that. And we have an interesting new trailer to show you. So, Stark, unless you have other news you want to share off the top here, I'm thinking we just get right into this new movie trailer.
Yeah, let's look at that one. That was, something we put a lot of time and effort into. So take a look at it.
And Chris, you're going to want to pay close attention.
Okay.
Oi, Craig, discurso do elevador. Imagina você.
Chris Stone é uma estrela de Hollywood.
É o Chris Stone!
Sim, obrigado.
Eu sou o Criston.
Vivendo a vida na correria.
Eu não sabia que era filha dele.
Senhor Stone!
Mas tudo isso vai mudar. O senhor foi pego dirigindo a 105 milhas por hora em uma zona de 45 milhas por hora. Está condenado ao Mayberry Festival.
Caramba! Bem-vindos ao Mayberry Fest!
Já ouviu falar do Mayberry Fest?
Papai ia lá todo ano.
Sabe o que vai acontecer comigo quando eu aparecer lá? Eu vou ser assediado.
O senhor Chris Stone! O filho de Walter Stone, da 3ª temporada.
Cal?
Não.
Clay?
Não.
Olá? Cliff?
Eu sou o Chris Stone.
Ah, não sei não.
Eu acredito que vocês vão adorar.
Senhor Stone?
Oi.
É ótimo ter você, Nick.
Chris, você é um cara normal. Como você flertaria?
Eu acho que eu não flertaria com ela, exatamente. Eu tentaria conhecê-la primeiro.
O café daqui é muito bom.
Eu não bebo café.
Não? Tá bem.
Por que não tem um Sr. Kate?
E por que não tem uma senhora Stone?
Eu não ligo pro Mayberry Fest e não ligo pro papai ou sua carreira.
É seu pai, cara.
Não, é o seu pai.
Eu sou muito burra.
Você não entendeu.
Não, eu entendi. Você é mais falso do que eu pensava que era.
Acho que chega um momento na vida de todo mundo em que as coisas complicam. Mayberry não é só um lugar. É um estado de espírito.
Bacana.
A Geórgia é indiana. Olha, é até na Califórnia.
Oi, pai. Adivinha onde eu tô? Eu tô no Mayberry Fest.
O lado simples da vida.
Qual é?
Wow. I couldn't understand a thing they said.
Caramba!
That's your new catchphrase. But you're in good company because I was looking up caramba, just to make sure I knew what that meant. And I was reminded somebody else has that catchphrase.
Senor Bar.
Ay caramba! Ay caramba! Ay caramba!
Yeah, you knew the answer, didn't you?
Is that a spoiler?
Yeah. So,
no, because you were on a delay, so no one could hear it. So you did not spoil it.
So the title was translated to "Living the Simple Life." So
wow, it's not even Mayberry Man.
No, it's right. So I don't know, and I have a feeling that was the Portuguese translation. So anyway, so Mayberry Man, the movie, is being distributed by our distribution company, and it's now in Latin America. So I don't think you can get it in Spanish in the States.
Spanish for a movie is película. Película.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
So high school Spanish class is now over. So I thought that would be funny. And now Reggie is going to have to go up to people and say "Hola" instead of "Howdy." Hola. All right.
Con mucho gusto.
So during the filming in Indianapolis at the racetrack, we shared some outtakes, and there was a shot of, Chris Stone kind of gets excited when Al Unser Jr. wants to sit down and chat with him, and Grant Craig kind of gets shoved out of the way. Well, some new footage has surfaced, and let's take a look at that. You'll get it's sort of a mixture between the behind-the-scenes footage and the rough cut footage. So let's.
I think the guy's name was Zabruder or something to that effect.
Let's take a look.
Take two. Set. Action.
You know, when Stanley told me that you wanted to do your own driving, I'll admit I wasn't in favor of it. But Jason said you're starting to look like a pro.
Really?
These are really great seats. I've been a huge race fan since I was a kid. Excuse me, Chris. Sure.
So, what was it like working on Shingletown?
Chris, I thought you'd like to meet a living legend. Al Unser Jr., I can't believe it.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Chris.
I'm a huge fan.
Thank you. You could say I'm a huge fan of yours as well. Do you mind if I join you? Do you mind if I join you?
Please, take a seat.
Cut!
That was taken from the grassy knoll.
Yeah. And in true America's Funniest Home Videos fashion, the camera dips, right? You know, when the guy falls.
Oh.
But that came compliments of Ryan Thompson. So we thank him for sending that video in. And Grant did recover. He was in good shape. So we got some fun clips from the rough cut. So you saw a little glimpse of some of that footage. Anything you want to say about that, Stark? The racing scene? Anything missing from that scene?
The obvious thing is that the race cars will be put in post-production, as you probably noticed. There's no cars going around the track, and I'm the visual effects guy, so I hope I can make it convincing. So it's a job that lays ahead, or else we cut that angle out altogether.
Yeah. So which leads into the discussion of, what is a rough cut? So we're using this term rough cut. So rough cut is basically where we just get the story put together. The editing's not done. It's not completely polished, as far as you still might be tweaking some of these scenes. It's rough audio. The music is temporary. It's not color corrected. So that's all that polishing stuff that still has to happen. But we got to get it to a point where we can evaluate the story. And Chris, you actually had a chance to watch some of the rough cut. Is that right?
I did. I think I watched all of it.
Nice. All 5 episodes.
Yes.
Binge watched it.
I did. Well, once you start.
Yeah.
It's kind of like hard to walk away, probably.
Well, I went and got some Lay's potato chips, and I called the world even.
And you still showed up tonight. That's great. So
Yeah.
you must have liked it.
Well, I wasn't awakened to buy a nap, no.
So I wanted to tease that there's actually a chance for some other people to watch it. So we're at a stage where we're sending it out to a small group of people to just get some initial feedback to make sure we're not missing anything, any big gaping holes in the storylines, like anything that's confusing. So we're going to show a couple more clips here, but if that's something that truly interests you and you'd like to be part of that behind the scenes process, you can email me, court@mayberryman.com. Let's put that up there. And, reach out. We're not going to send it to a lot of people. So, if we don't pick you, don't be offended, but we do want some fresh eyeballs on it. Or if you want to wait till it's finished, totally understand. It'll be even better when it's done.
And there's a cover letter, so to speak, that with when we send this information, we're not looking for feedback on is, well, it was kind of bright in that one scene, and then it kind of got dark in the other scene, or I really couldn't hear his voice clearly. Those kind of things haven't been done yet. We're really looking for, I got bored at this point, or why did this character do this? Or I wish I could see more of that character. I didn't really get enough, or, things basically related to story.
Yeah. And we have a
question slipping the ballot box.
Yes, I'm in Congress now. I'll take any footage you need.
Not that we can do a whole lot about some of it, because we can't go out and reshoot. I mean, most big productions, they do these screenings, and then if there's there's like famous movies that did screenings. I think Fatal Attraction was one of them way back in the day, that no one liked the ending because of X, Y, or Z, and so they went and reshot it. I know there was a recent one, Ford v Ferrari, however you want to say it. The audience felt like it ended too fast, so they went out and shot it in a complete new sequence. We can't do that, unfortunately. So if you didn't see enough of something, probably all you're going to get. But it also gives you an opportunity to say, hey, I want to see more of this relationship. And hopefully we'll get another 5 episodes and we can, flesh that out.
So we actually did that with the Mayberry Man movie when we had a complete cut of it. And it did change a little bit what we did. So in the movie, if you've seen the movie, it's got that little preamble at the beginning that's got the picture of the sheriff's desk and the music, the manhunt music, and a couple of graphics that kind of talk about the Andy Griffith Show. So that's something we did in response to some people who really weren't familiar with the Andy Griffith Show, who watched the movie, the rough cut of the movie, and they were like, weren't quite oriented into what the concept was. So we did that to kind of in response to some of that feedback. So especially we love to find someone who has not been following Mayberry Man, hasn't seen the movie, because we're always looking to expand the audience, right? So we can't count on someone having seen the movie. So it needs to appeal to everybody. So if there's any newbies out there, if you have a sister or a cousin or somebody that you think would really enjoy this and be part of the behind the scenes, that's always a good person to send it to. So even if you don't watch it yourself. All right, so let's watch a clip from Mayberry Man the series. Let's start with we have a clip with Chris as Gomer or Marty.
Professor Bowman.
Yeah, let's start with Barney and Floyd's scene. You want to set it up at all? Start.
What is this scene? Oh, this is kind of inspired by the show. There's a little flavor of what you might see in the Andy Griffith Show. It takes place in the Mayberry Township.
And they're not. I say Barney and Floyd. They're Alan and Warren here, as you'll see in their costume.
Hey, says here Baraka Valley's looking for a new member.
The Bluegrass Band?
Yeah. Do you have musical talent? Join us for open auditions this Saturday at the Royal Theater, 2 o'clock. I might just go on over there and have me a look-see.
But you don't have any musical talent.
Are you kidding? I've got musical talent surging through my veins. What do you want to hear? Old Man River? Impossible Dream?
Warren, bluegrass music doesn't have a harmonica in it.
It doesn't?
No, you should have learned to play the guitar.
I can never learn how to play guitar. I have such sensitive fingers. My mother had sensitive fingers.
Is that right?
Strong legs.
I remember that about your mother.
Weak back, though.
So it's a little reminiscent of the show.
And you got some of my weak back contribution in there. I love to see.
We got some mileage out of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go on to another scene. You want to set this one up, Stark? I forget what we decided. So yeah. So it's you got Chris Bowman as Marty.
Chris. Yeah, he goes back to Mayberry. He's going to surprise Kate. The scene previous, he runs into Warren and Alan, and they say, you might check over at the office. And so he goes, okay, thanks. And on the way to the office, he runs into none other than Marty.
And something to keep in mind is there is some temporary music in here, but this stuff, once it gets scored by our composer, kind of has a whole different life of its own. So just a little, again, it's the rough cut. All right, let's take a look.
What do I owe you?
Oh, there's no charge. It's just an honor to meet someone as famous as you.
Oh, well, thank you. You guys have a great day now.
Well, thank you, Mr. Dan. Bye, Dan. Thanks, Mr. Dan. Bye, Mr. Dan.
All right, look, that was it's fascinating. I'm trying to find Kate, though.
Oh, why didn't you just say so?
Okay, great. You know where she is?
No. But I bet I know who would. Bill down at the theater. He's just up the block there. We're going that direction. We'll all go together.
Swell.
If my Aunt Millie, she wants her money removed, well, by golly, that's her prerogative. It is her foot. You know, proper fit and footwear is the key to prevention. I think it's them pointy high-heeled shoes that she wears. Can you imagine even trying to stick all them toes into those tiny little things? The theater's just right up here. Bill will know where Kate is. Well, there's Kate now. Uh-oh. I forgot something at the machine shop. You should come with me.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Now that's a pretty long scene. We just gave you the kind of the middle of it. There's a lot of fun stuff that happens before that.
Yeah, there's like sort of 3 chapters to that scene. It was a good one.
I think it'll be a crowd pleaser.
So if put it in the comments if any thoughts, reactions to what you're seeing here. Love to hear about it. But meanwhile, I'm going to plug an upcoming event. Mayberry comes to Scottsburg. You're going to be there, right, Chris?
Yes, I am going. I'm looking forward to it.
So that's coming up just in a couple of weeks here, right? In Scottsburg, Indiana, a brand new festival. Eric Lowry, Mayor Pike, is sort of spearheading this thing. And boy, he's got quite the list of celebrities, Mayberry celebrities showing up. Ronnie Shell and Dixie Griffith and Karen Knotts and too many to name. Just going to be quite an event. And we're going to be doing a free Mayberry Man screening there on Sunday of that weekend. There'll be a 2 p.m. celebrity meet and greet and a 3 o'clock movie screening. Plus, we're going to have some prizes. I'm putting together some fun stuff to give away for people who show up on Sunday and watch the movie. We always love to see you guys come back out and watch it for the 3rd or 30th time, in case of the Newsomes. But I was also realized I had some official movie posters still in my possession. And so I think we'll give away an autographed script, shooting script from the series. That's a hot item. But this poster over my shoulder back here, it's the real deal. So I think I'm going to take that with me. And you'll have a chance to win the full-size movie poster. It's framed even. So we'll have some fun. We'll have some fun there at that screening on Sunday, June 25th at the Ross Theater.
I was reading some comments while you were plugging that, and someone asked how long are each episode, and the episodes average probably 25 minutes an episode, maybe. It's probably a good average. They vary. Some are a little bit longer than others. Some are the first and the last episode are the longest, and then the 3 middle ones are varying times, but averages out about 25 minutes.
Yeah, the full rough cut, which does not have closing credits or anything, but the full rough cut is about 2 hours. It takes about 2 hours to watch it. And then if you were to fill out our survey online, another 5 to 10 minutes. So yeah, it's very watchable, which is why we decided to, when we do our red carpet screenings, we're just going to screen the whole season, all 5 episodes, right, Star?
Yeah.
That's a final decision, yeah?
If we finish it.
Yeah. We do have to finish it first. We have zeroed in on a date for our red carpet screening in Mount Airy at Mayberry Days, Wednesday, September 20th. I did talk to Bill Wright today at the Royal Theater in Danville. We're kicking around some dates, but we might do it the same week at the beginning of the week. on Monday, the 20th of September. That's kind of a date we're just floating out there to people. Unlike the movie screening, you know, we don't expect everyone to travel to every location for the events, but unless you want to, of course, the more the merrier. But you know, there is a travel fatigue, and we understand that. So, and then in Los Angeles, we will do a screening because we had a lot of cast and crew in that area, and that date's to be determined. So,
I was wondering if I was the only one that happened to notice that both Monday and Wednesday are both September 20th. Is that happening this year?
Oh wait, this is my 18th.
Maybe that was only
Monday the 18th.
My calendar got confused.
Did it say that, or did court say that, or did it?
It said the 20th. I thought
I don't pay attention. I rarely pay attention, so.
Was he
Obviously,
talking?
I didn't pay attention either. So yeah, Monday of that Mayberry Days week, and then Wednesday in Mount Airy.
I see.
So that way Star can fly into Indianapolis, do the premiere, then drive all the way to North Carolina.
Lucky me.
Yeah.
I've got a van.
Except he won't have Ronnie Shell with him this time.
Yeah, won't be road trip with Ronnie. So
I got those hard Snyder's pretzels. You know, those things you eat and you're not sure whether your tooth fell out or whether you actually crunched a pretzel.
I got a ride. Thank you.
7 hours.
I got a ride. I'll be okay.
And then we'll also, I loaded it up just in case we want to talk about it. We might go into this more next time, but the artwork, Stark's been working on some artwork for the series. So you want to show this, Stark?
Sure. I mean, it could change, but
it's just a concept, right?
I'm sure Chris will like it.
Yeah, I think it's fun, captures the spirit of the series. So,
and really, the key to that artwork is the fact that it's all photographs that were taken for the movie. We don't have any new photographs of new characters or anything like that. So,
but everyone looks young, so that's good.
Yeah.
I can still pretend to be 40. Yeah, I can still pretend.
I did do a little Photoshop magic, and it's Chris Stone's current look, but that's all I can tell you.
Oh,
it's magical.
Must be nice to have hair.
All right. Well, that's what I got. I haven't really been watching the comments. Let me see if there's any other questions or comments. Anything else, Mr. Bowman?
You know what? I hope everybody does come out down to Scottsburg and visit all the tribute artists and everybody. Try to make it just like Mayberry Days, back like Mayberry in the Midwest, and it's a whole weekend. So there is a schedule. So
yeah, that schedule's jam packed.
Yeah,
there's a lot going on.
Interesting interviews, it looks like, and that's hard to come by, and it's hard to say you can go see the Dillards at something like this too. If you want to say it's the Dillards, it's a Dillard.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you got Dixie and Karen.
On stage together for the first time.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
Baraka Valley will be performing. All good stuff.
Yeah, and Baraka Valley always gives me a chance to go do a little picking with him. So Gomer and Floyd and Barney and everybody will be joining Baraka Valley too, I'm certain.
Well, I'll say it again. I wish I could be there, but
we do too.
Have fun, everyone. Stuck on the West Coast.
Chris, are you going to be doing some of that material we see in the series on stage with Baraka Valley?
That's a very good possibility. That's very interesting comment.
What is the only character named after an insect?
Aunt Bee, of course.
Aunt Bee, of course.
Of course. And that's funny that we were talking and we used that joke because I remember at a writers meeting discussion, and I remember this, Stark, and I said, boy, I really just hate that joke. Remember?
Yeah, but you know, I think people will like it. I mean, it's supposed to be what it is. Exactly.
Yeah,
it's like you have Luke in the audience disgusted by the cornball humor, and so it fits. It's
Right.
supposed to be that. It's supposed to be kind of
Right, exactly. And I have to mention before, because you showed that scene and my brain started turning. I remember the day we shot that scene that you just showed with Marty and the famous
Right.
fisherman and Chris Stone. When we were walking down the street, I remember there had to be either added to the film, to the series, or put in a blooper reel, because I remember walking into and getting caught by a tree. Do you remember that?
No, but that's a good blooper if I can
I
find it.
remember walking. I was paying too much attention to the conversation, and I walked right directly into a tree.
Oh, I'll have to look for that.
Chris kept going, but I had to break character because I was.
That would be a good blooper. I'll look for it in my spare time.
Exactly. You've got.
I'll get my people on it.
You get the people.
I've got an intern. I'm gonna have him do it.
Yeah. And that's about it. That's what I got tonight. Stark, anything else from your end?
Short and sweet, 32 minutes.
All right. Well, let's say goodnight. And thanks everyone for joining. Again, you can email me if you really want to be part of that focus group process where we send you a link to the screener. You got to watch it all the way through and then answer a questionnaire. Again, we're limiting the number of people that we're going to do this with. Who knows? I may already have 20 emails, but we'd love to have some fresh eyeballs on it. And we always trust your opinions. You're the fans. You're the ones that made this happen. So you should have some input.
There you go. All right. Well, thank everyone for joining us. And
Chris, thanks for being our special guest.
Well, thanks for having me. I'd love to be had.
Well, hey, if you just like that clip, hit the like button. There's going to be plenty more.
If you want more videos about the Andy Griffith Show, be sure to hit subscribe and click that little bell icon so you're notified whenever we post a new video. Thanks for watching.
Shazam! Come on, baby.